Closed captioning provided by Montana Telecommunications Access Program.
Welcome to the Saints Wrap-Up Show. Brought to you by the Brad Schmidt Agency, Collision Pro, First Community Bank, First Interstate Bank, Montana Motorsports and Marine, the Montana Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, Opportunity Bank, Select Realty, and your local Ford stores. And now from the Quarry Bar and Grill at the Holiday Inn, downtown Helena, here's your host, Jarek Wolcott.
Welcome to the Saints Wrap-Up Show. I'm your host, Jarek Wolcott. Today we're joined by head basketball coach Carson Cunningham, head women's basketball coach Rochelle Sayers, and head track and field coach Harry Clark. Stay tuned, Saints fans. This is the Saints Wrap-Up Show.
I've always been pretty good from long distance, even while I was at Carroll. But some Montanans have trouble hearing on their phone from long distance or just across town. Do you know someone who asks you to repeat your words or to speak up or quit using their phone because it's a hassle? The good folks at Montana Telecommunications Access Program can help with amplified phones, caption phones, tech phones, loud ringers, and more. And to most Montana, this equipment is free.
Call us or visit us online at the Montana Telecommunications Access Program.
I call him my shadow. Everywhere I go, he goes. Everything I do, he's got to do it too. He thinks I'm some kind of superhero, I guess. I never took it real seriously until I saw him pick up more than my camo gear. Then it hit me. I didn't want to pass down my tobacco addiction. I knew I had to quit. When I told him, he fell in line.
We all want to protect what's important to us, but sometimes it's difficult to take that first step. I'll hold your hand and lead you through those first precious steps. The rest is easy. Before you know it, you'll be up and running. Time doesn't stand still. Take those steps to protect your world. Call or stop by the Brad Schmidt Agency today.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Welcome to the Saints Wrap-Up Show. I'm now joined by head coach Carson Cunningham, coming off an exciting win last night. We had two games this weekend. Let's get right to the highlights.
All right.
So we started off with Montana Western, number 11 team in the country, and they really looked like it. They played really well, physical, and they made some shots.
Yes, that was a great move there by Ali Carr. Spin move to the bucket. He's doing a lot better away from the 10. And then Jake driving base and finding Nick Williams for a little jumper. We did some nice things on offense at times, but we couldn't put together long scoring stretches. And we got down early, so it was an uphill battle. Here's Taylor with a step back. Taylor hadn't practiced the 2 days prior and really didn't have a lot in the tank for this game. He's been such a dynamic player in double figures and, every game basically. And in this one, he just kind of struggled to get a real rhythm going, and he just didn't have any energy. They hit big shots. They hit a lot of threes. A great block there from Ryan Imhoff. He's got a real knack for coming over and meeting the ball. Really athletic player. There's a good left-handed scoop layup from Jake Hollifield. And then here's some ball screen action and a pull-up. We tried to make some runs. Every now and then we'd cut into it, but we never got enough going to really threaten big time. That was a nice move from Alex Santos from Madrid, a three-point play with a lefty lay-in. And, we had some, like I say, we had some periods where we cut into the lead, but we just missed too many big shots. And and didn't get enough stops. Overall, though, I thought our defense was actually pretty solid, but just wasn't enough to win.
And then you come into a game against Westminster. You guys are kind of both in the middle of the pack, and so this is a pretty important game when it comes to conference standings.
Yeah, this was a big gut check game. We needed a really strong defensive performance. Fortunately, we started out well offensively. Taylor felt a lot better, and that was huge. Obviously, Ryan Imhoff just had a monster game for us, and so did Ali Carr. There's a big-time two-handed reverse dunk off of a alley-oop from Laurel Johnson, and then another triple from Zach Taylor. So, great hustle play here. We got up big early, but then Westminster rallied. We tried to spread things out. We got a couple nice drives and jumpers for Oliver Carr. And man, he played a whale of a game. I don't know if he missed a shot. Did he?
He was 7 of 8, so.
I mean, he just played very efficiently on the offensive end. There's a great lob pass. And Jake Hollifield, just a big-time hustle play, which leads to a layup. Just such a great hustle play from Jake, huge for us. And here's another big-time rebound, and then a nice little scoop from Ryan Imhoff. That's acrobatic, athletic play. And a great pull-up here from Laurel, and so we fought our way back and then got a little lead, ultimately. Some nice post-up action here from Ollie. These guys, they're grinding this thing out. They're getting stops. And a tremendous reverse layup from Imhoff on another alley-oop. And then a great help defense, kick ahead, and then another scoop. And we had some nifty athletic action at the bucket. There's Imhoff again going in. And we got a nice lead. And then we had to hang on for dear life. We struggled to make shots late, and we missed some free throws. That's frustrating, but ultimately to get the W and then win the tiebreaker for having beaten Westminster twice now, that's big as we try to make a push to get into the playoffs.
So you're looking at the conference standings. You're one of 4 teams tied for 4th place. And so it's kind of and nobody's really out of it. It's all within a couple games there. It's pretty amazing how, and you talked about it. You've talked about it again and again, how every game's a battle and how there's just so much. It's such an even playing field all around the conference.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about parity a lot, but I think this is like just a particularly even field in a lot of ways. It's just crazy to look at the standings and see that many teams clustered together. It almost seems like mathematically impossible. I know it's not, but it's like just a little bizarre. You rarely do you see that in a conference. This late in the game, you start to get some separation, and there really isn't much at all. So for us, this was a big one because it keeps us in the hunt. There's a ton of work to do, and there's big-time battles ahead of us. So it's every game a battle royale.
So you start off this week with another ranked team in UGF. They got you here, but it was a tight game, and then you go up to Havre, where it's always an interesting place to play. So you got 2 tough games this week. 2
tough road games, and then we finish with 3 at home. And like I say, it's just there's just no way around it. Every game, you got to give everything you got, and hope you can somehow come out on top. And that's our challenge here as we make a push to try to get to the postseason action.
What you see Ryan Imhoff really kind of coming on again lately, to kind of maybe give you that third option that you've been kind of looking for. But he had his best game as a Saint yesterday on Saturday evening.
I mean, yeah, Ryan Imhoff played great. He had 7 rebounds. He took care of the ball, hit huge shots, really has been developing his mid-range game and put that on display. Oliver Carr, another freshman, shot great. Laurel Johnson had 4 assists and 1 turnover. He's one of the nation's leaders as a freshman in assist-to-turnover ratio. But then also those hustle plays, 50-50 balls, Jake Hollifield fighting in there for him. Good defensive effort from the guys, from the seniors on down. So we just got to keep developing, trying to help these freshmen become just more sophisticated, dynamic players, and see if we can get to postseason action. That's the challenge. That's the goal, and we know what's in front of us. We're just going to have to try to get it done.
Thanks for joining us, Coach. Good luck this week. Appreciate you. Let's take a look at last week's results.
Visit Collision Pro online for the ultimate auto body experience. Find help in dealing with insurance questions as well as auto repair. From paint to parts to our Armor Coat Protectant, we have the information you're looking for. Check out real customer stories about Collision Pro's professionalism and quality service, and you can follow the progress of your car online. CollisionPro.com, your gateway to the ultimate auto body experience.
You live for life's finest moments, like seeing nature firsthand, teaching something old to someone new, experiencing the thrill in their face, and doing it again and again. Join us on the water in the very best boat for these moments. Tracker boats, built for life.
Montana Motorsports and Marine in Helena.
Upgrade. It means your day just got better. That's the idea behind First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. With every purchase, you earn points you can use to upgrade just about any aspect of your life. Even better, rewards come from your world, your neighbors, your favorite local businesses. It's the difference between dining out and dining out in style, your style. First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. Your style, your rewards.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Just last year, we provided over 300,000 snacks and lunches in the Northwest. Every day, 1,000 kids around the Northwest are fed thanks to Ford Focus on Child Hunger. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fund, local food shelters, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
Welcome back, Saints fans. I'm now joined by head coach Rochelle Sayers from the women's basketball program. We're going to get right to the highlights. So, Coach, you started off the weekend with an opponent that always brings a little bit of heat, Montana Western.
Western always causes problems. They're just a great defensive team, and they have a lot of local players. So it's a good matchup for us. But when you have Kaylee Junkemeyer going 9 of 12 from the three, you can see her getting a nice one there. Good double screen for her. She did a great job just getting her feet set and getting into rhythm. And then obviously they kind of forget about Cassie Hashley, and then we're able to get her single covered in the paint. But the kids knew that Kaylee had the hot hand, and we just kept going back to her, and here she is again coming off that same double. That caused a lot of problems for Montana Western because they were trying to double Cassie, and so when they did that, they weren't able to help on that double screen. There's Bailey Snelling doing what she does best. Just kind of see the defender put her hands down and gave us a good chance to go in the locker room up 16.
Now, she tied a 19-year-old record with her 9 3-pointers. That's pretty impressive tonight.
Well, we gave her a chance. I didn't know where she was, and J.D. Solomon, my assistant, told me she was tied, and so we gave her one more shot at it. But we were up about 18 when we took her out, and that actually looked like a foul there on that one. But, you don't want to risk getting a kid hurt going for a record, and she's got a few more games. If she shoots like that, she'll be all right. But, I just thought our kids did a great job moving the ball, staying focused on what we wanted to do, whether they were man or zone. There's a great pass from Bailey Watson down to Michaela Dowdy. But it was a fun night for everybody, a good win.
Then you move on to the marquee matchup of the weekend. You got Westminster, number 4 in the country, and the number 17 Saints.
Well, it was, we knew it was going to be a battle, and I thought we missed a lot of easy ones early. We had a lot of O boards and a lot of good shots early, and it's just such a good defensive team that if you don't take advantage of those opportunities, you're going to be in trouble. Kaylee made a nice read off the screen there, and Katie Esty with a little step back three tried to get us going a little bit, but, early easy shots and missed free throws really doomed us. And I thought Westminster played great. Kaylee and Bailey doing what they do best, just keeping us in offense, and then Cassie obviously getting some good shots underneath when they did go single coverage on us.
Now, they had a big run in the first half that really kind of put it out of reach, but you were able to cut it to 12 in the second half with some great play early in the second half.
Yeah, I thought we made some shots and made a little run at them, but, that's a team that's just, they're not going to let you get too close. That was a really tough shot by Bailey Snelling. I thought we had a critical call. We made a three and got called for an illegal screen, and they came down and made a three, and that was really a 6-point swing. You see Katie knocking down that three there, so that was a tough call. But you just can't dig yourselves a hole like we did. We played much better the second half, but again, I just thought they made big shots, as big as shots as we were making here. Katie Esty drains another three. They were making bigger shots, and I think they went 3 straight possessions of three-pointers, which is just going to kill you.
So it's a tough loss on Saturday, but really a pretty spectacular win on Thursday night with that 3-point record.
Well, it was tough. Obviously, the Westminster game, if we're able to get out of there with a win, we're in first place and have the obviously tiebreaker over Westminster. But now it makes it even tougher to go on the road and play UGF and Northern, who won both on the road this week and both ranked teams. So we're going to have our hands full. We've got about 3 days to really work on ourselves and get ready for another tough road trip. But we're actually feeling pretty good to be back on the road. I think we're going to start scheduling all our games on the road.
Yeah, you're 5-0 on the road this in conference this season, and 1-3 at home. It's a kind of a strange thing. Have you ever coached a team that was like this?
I haven't. So we've got to figure it out at home. Obviously, this conference is extremely competitive, and to have 5 teams ranked in the top 25, and 3 of our home losses were to ranked teams. But it is kind of frustrating, especially the way we shot it last night at home. To go 10 of 22 from the free throw line is just unexplainable. It's not that they're bad shooters or just don't work on it. It's just kind of a weird night for us.
You talk about working on yourself. When you get beat like that, you can't really look at what the other team did. You kind of got to say, okay, what do we do? So what are you going to concentrate on the next couple of days?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we got to get tougher. I think we are a very physical team, and we were definitely out physical in that game, and so that's one thing we've got to take away from that. Just being able to compete, just being players. We had a lot of opportunities to make some plays last night, and we didn't do it. And Westminster, on the other hand, was in the same position, and their kids made plays. So we just have to have the ability to step up and be confident and make plays. And we're really relying on Cassie and Bailey and Kaylee. And when teams are locking in onto them, our other kids got to step up and contribute more, and they can.
So final road trip of the year for the regular season, and it's a tough one. You got 2 ranked teams that you got to go play. What do you need to do to get these wins?
Well, we'll just concentrate on UGF first, and it's not only tough because they're quality opponents. It's tough because they're back-to-back. So we'll play UGF and then have to get on the road and head to Havre and get ready to play them the next day. But we're going to have to score. UGF is a team that scores a lot of points, and they're going to give you an opportunity to score a lot of points. So we've got to take advantage of the opportunities we have offensively. I don't worry about our defense. I thought we rebounded terribly against UGF the first time we played them. So obviously rebounding is going to be a huge key for us. And then Northern, you go in there and it's a completely different team. They're a good defensive team. They have a 6'5" kid in the middle that they're really trying to get the ball to. So it's going to be a completely different game plan for each. And really we've got to take care of business at UGF and worry about them, and then get in a game plan and be ready to go Saturday morning.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Coach. We appreciate you. As we go to break, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule.
Montana Telecommunications Access Program allows Montanans with disabilities to connect.
My caption phone is an important asset in my work as a financial advisor.
I can stay in touch with the world without touching a thing.
My electronic learning box lets me speak to the world.
My amplified telephone lets me talk to my niece and my friends.
And best of all, for most Montanans, these services are free. Call us at 800-833-8503.
Upgrade. It means your day just got better. That's the idea behind First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. With every purchase, you earn points you can use to upgrade just about any aspect of your life. Even better, rewards come from your world, your neighbors, your favorite local businesses. It's the difference between dining out and dining out in style, your style. First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. Your style, your rewards.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Just last year, we provided over 300,000 snacks and lunches in the Northwest. Every day, 1,000 kids around the Northwest are fed thanks to Ford Focus on Child Hunger. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fund, local food shelters, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there's diethylene glycol used in antifreeze. Lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
Welcome back to the Saints Wrap-Up Show, now joined by head track and field coach Harry Clark. I guess track and field czar. You're just over so many different aspects of that program.
That's a good point. That's a good way to put it. I like that.
Coach, you're in the middle of the indoor season. You guys have found some success, but there's still a long ways to go. How do you guys think your team is going at this point in this year?
Right now, I think we're right on track. The same as we were last year at this time. We got a break in the weather. You see outside, it's about 60 degrees out, so we get some good workouts in, and our kids are responding to that like they did last week at MSU. And we're looking to keep going forward.
You've got about 20 individual qualifiers for nationals, and then you've got 4 relay teams.
Right.
Who else do you look to be hitting those qualifying marks in the upcoming weeks?
Well, we have 4 or 5 kids that hit the B standard, and that's not quite qualifying, but you can still go to the meet. But we look for get all kids in A standard. We got high jumpers, pole vaulters, and we have a lot of kids out there that still haven't quite hit the mark yet. Got 3 or 4 more quarter milers that need to hit the mark, and some distance kids that are right on the verge. And I think with this next week, we don't have a meet this weekend, but we go back to Montana State weekend following. And we should be ready for that one.
So you've talked about some of the young athletes that are kind of stepping up. Kyle Nickel had a great weekend at the MSU Invitational.
Yeah, he showed us a lot last weekend, yeah. But the other part, the fun part for me is watching a freshman put that uniform on for the first time, go to a meet and they get almost overexcited, so they don't quite get the results they're looking for. But it's always fun for me as a coach to see that aspect of those kids when they come out.
You talked about a guy like Kyle Nickel, who's a basketball player, so this is going to be probably his only indoor season. And then you look at some of the other guys like football player did the shot put, or Chris Imter,
Bullmeyer.
Yeah, and then you looked.
He was one that was really excited at the meet, so that was fun watching for the first time.
But there's just so many great stories for all these young athletes that are doing multiple sports.
Yeah, and that's the good part about Carroll is we give them the opportunity to do multiple sports. And that's what they want, so that's how we're getting these really good recruits, and we're getting the best kids in the Northwest. I mean, you can see it every year. Just our teams are getting better and better and better, and we keep signing more and more kids, and we've already have 12 signed for next year. These are the top kids in the state and in the Northwest, so yeah, we're really excited where the program's going. We're having fun. Kids are really responding to what we're doing. Our whole coaching staff's doing a great job. And that's what it takes. It takes your whole staff to, to get a good team like that. We have 100 kids on the team now. That takes a lot of work to wrangle those kids every day.
Yeah, especially with no indoor facility to practice on.
It is just under the sky. It's kind of, it's not bad.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate you joining us, and good luck in the next few weeks as you get ready for those final qualifying opportunities.
Yeah.
As we go to break, we're going to take a look at the Student Athletes of the Week. This week's Student Athletes of the Week are women's basketball's Kaylee Junkermeyer and Kyle Nickel from the track and field program. Junkermeyer tied a 19-year-old school record with 9 made threes against Montana Western Thursday evening. Her 29 points led the Saints to a 70-55 win over the Bulldogs. Nickel won the Open 400 at the MSU Invite Friday evening and ran a strong leg in the 4x400 meter relay to qualify for nationals in both events. His 400 meter time is currently the 7th fastest in all of NAIA.
There's always something going on at the Quarry Bar and Grill. There's nothing like an enjoyable business lunch. Great salads, soups, and sandwiches to get you through the day. In the Holiday Inn downtown.
Before you start your search
for the largest investment in your life, First Community Bank is here.
Pre-qualification is easy. In most cases, it's the same day.
For first-time home buyers and new construction.
Or your home away from home.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The Holiday Inn Conference Center downtown, Helena's only hotel on the historic Walking Mall. We offer everything you expect. Comfortable rooms, a large pool, and an up-to-date conference center. Plus, we're just steps away from shopping and dining. And we feature the Quarry Bar and Grill, Helena's ultimate sports bar. Contact the Holiday Inn today at 406-443-2200.
Hi, I'm Carly, front office manager here at the Holiday Inn downtown Helena. Come visit us for sleeping rooms and meeting rooms.
There are heroes all around us. Firefighters, emergency medical technicians, military and veterans, law enforcement, teachers, and healthcare workers. Select Realty thinks you deserve a break when buying, selling, or refinancing a home. We are the exclusive Homes for Heroes partner in the Helena area. We can provide extraordinary savings of up to $2,000. Call us or sign up today. Homes for Heroes can make a difference. Choices, choices, choices. Select Realty. There's always something going on at the Quarry Bar and Grill. Come root for your favorite team on our big screen TVs and enjoy the best bar food and appetizers in Helena. In the Holiday Inn downtown.
Thanks for joining us for today's show. A big thank you to head men's basketball coach Carson Cunningham, head women's basketball coach Rochelle Sayers, and head track and field coach Harry Clark. Be sure to log on to carrollathletics.com for all the latest info on the Saints.